Hello, how's it going? This is going to be my fourth installment in my series of doing every single model out of Jun Maekawa's book, Genuine Origami. If you're on this one, I really hope you're not stuck on the model. It's a very simple model. Um, you may be stuck on trying to get the paper in thirds, so I'll be going a little over that. The theme of this model is the isosceles triangle. I'll show more of that as I fold it. But without further ado, I'd like to teach you the method of trisection that is shown in this book, as well as show you kind of the method that I like to use to trisect. Um, I've now got papers here to show what step we're on. That way you can kind of skim through the video to get to the step that you want. I'll be making that a regular feature of our videos from now on. Anyways, we'll get on to step one. The paper I'm using is actually this thick kind of protective paper that came with the washi I just ordered. Goes to show you can use origami out of everything. The reason I did that is because for my last attempt at this model, the paper was not quite square due to how humid it is where I live. This is a thicker paper, so it was not as affected by my humidity, but you'll see that spiral's really ugly. With that being said, step one is to fold this paper in half horizontally. You'll see I pre-creased it just a little bit. I wanted to make sure I could get it into those perfect thirds as is required by the model. So when we fold it in half horizontally, we only want to crease this top portion here. The next step is going to be to bring the bottom corner here. I'm turning it over just because I'm following the crease I already made. You don't need to turn it over. Bring this bottom corner here up to that point. You want to make sure you're touching it perfectly to the edge of the paper right at that crease you made. And then we're going to go ahead and crease that really sharply. Then we'll turn the paper over and bring this entire edge down to this point right here where that new triangle hits the edge of the paper. Make sure we're lining it up so that this edge is meeting itself. That way we know we're making a perfect 90-degree angle fold. Now, through a math theorem that is explained in the book, oh gosh, I forgot. Step 3 was just to observe the shape we made, and we are now on step 4. So sorry about that. Let's go ahead and get our paper here. Jeez. Step 4 was to fold this paper down, and now we are on step 5. Step 5 being to unfold this. We now have a good show of what it means to trisect paper. You'll see that this is as long as this, and that's kind of what'll help you eyeball it if you don't want to use this method. Just kind of fold, looking out for the rest of the paper to seem like half of the total size, or just kind of making it look like this equals this. That'll help you eyeball trisection. With that being said, this is the state step 5 has left us in, unfolding that, which brings us on over to step 6. In step 6, we turn the paper over, bring this corner up to this corner, basically folding the remaining rectangle in half. And now we have a trisected piece of paper folded in perfect thirds. The reason I put the yap symbol up here is just to help people know I'm going to do a bit of talking real quick. There's another model coming up that requires red paper and trisection. and it doesn't mention this at all. So I'm going to show you how to trisect a piece of paper without needing to do all those steps. There are two methods. My favorite is just kind of eyeballing it. Basically, you want to start your horizontal fold, just kind of move it over till it looks like you've got about a third. Then make a little crease here to see if you're right. And then once again, very softly fold your paper over to the crease. And then if you look up top, you'll see if everything looks equal. In my case, it looks like I may have very slightly overshot what a third might be. So now I know to just kind of reel it back a smidge, about half of how much I overshot. New crease made. Bringing this paper over to that new crease, and boom, just through that little bit of adjustment, I have trisected my paper. Now, I'm just gonna go ahead and follow these creases all the way down, making my sharp creases now. Once again, turning over to make these creases permanent. I think this is a little bit quicker. You won't get as exact results, so for models requiring great precision, you might want to use that other method. The thing is, that other method requires a square, where the method I just showed will work on sides of any length or paper of any proportions. And boom, just like that, we once again have a paper folded into perfect thirds. Now, back to the model that we're making. Step 8 is to, step 7 was to fold it up, and step 8 is to unfold everything. We're gonna end the yap sesh there and get on over to step 9. Now, from step 9, or get on over to step 9, which is folding diagonally. Specifically, we would like to fold diagonally this way to create an isosceles triangle, where the isosceles right triangle, where the hypotenuse is facing up, up, and to the left. Obviously, you can fold in half any way you want. What's important is that these lines are vertical after the fold. And of course, there's no harm in messing it up and then redoing your diagonal fold. It can only be folded diagonally one of two ways. So that was step 9. Now we are gonna get on over to step 10. Step 10, we're going to fold on the larger of these two vertical lines and just remake that crease. For step 11, gosh, there we go. For step 11, we're going to go ahead and take this corner to this point here where these two lines meet. And it should line up with this horizontal line here. You'll see I have two lines. That was just because I had trouble making my third when I originally started this video. That is step 11. Now we've got step 12, which is we're going to take this corner, bring it up to here. And now you'll see why this model's theme is the isosceles right triangle, we've created one isosceles right triangle here, another isosceles right triangle here, one here. We're basically making a spiral made out of that isosceles right triangle. I believe this has something to do with the golden ratio, though I'm not quite sure. Once again, please read the book for more info. The book is much more insightful than I could ever be. For bringing that up, I'm using a pretty thick paper, so my layers are starting to get thick as well. Once again, this is paper to protect the actual folding paper in shipping. And I am also completely wrong, by the way. Or no, I'm not wrong. I'm right. That was step 12. Next, we're going to go on over to step 13. Step 13 is doing a 45-degree angle fold to bring this corner to that center as well. Step 14, bringing this corner to this center. I'm hoping that you're seeing a pattern here. So this right here, step 14. There we go. We want to line it up at this edge here just to make things look cleaner in the end. Step 15, 45-degree fold to bring this over. Step 16 is going to be another bisection of that rhombus, just folding it in half. And then the actual final step of our model, step 17, is man, that's just what I should do from now on. Just place them on top of each other. Well, we know that for next time. Step 17 is very simple. Just take this tip and then tuck it into that pocket, and bam, you have your conch. Love that spiral. Very simple, fun to draw on, to make your own little designs. Super simple. This one is great for kids. All right, hopefully you got some insight of that. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Sorry for my wonky angle and this new number thing I'm trying out. It's gonna help me add timestamps. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.